And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL. Don't panic. We will do the Bishop Brand Cup a little earlier than usual this week. I usually leave it right until the end of the week till I do my final team lock-in. Well, we've got another Carabao Cup match to go, and also I just think some great scores in there this week. We'll get it out early this week. I'll just give some current thinking on my own team after my state of wanting to do the death rattle yesterday on my own season. But you know, it's just a game, folks. It's just a game. I haven't made any decisions on what I'm going to do. A lot of thoughts going through my head. As you can see from the thing, you know, I moved nowhere. I'm still sort of in that was it 888,000 or something like that. So just going nowhere at the moment. Sort of up down. Stopped the roller coaster just to stay pretty much exactly where I was. We're running out of games. I've got a few schools of thought, to be honest with you. Okay, so we've had the match this morning, so at least we know what the 26 double is. That's currently, let's get that a little bit smaller there so you can see my fair features. That's how we're currently lining up. I've got a number of choices, I guess. Obviously, okay, Saka didn't play, so this is clearly the priority, what to do with Saka this week. And I honestly don't know. It would not surprise me in the slightest if Saka plays at the weekend, for what would be a great fixture to happen for, to be quite frank. Now that would be a gamble, wouldn't it? I think that Arteta's filling us full of shit once more, and then he suddenly takes the pitch and he just left him out, just managing his game time, because I do think that Arteta's priority is going to be on the Premier League. But do I even want to keep Saka even if he's fit? Where would I go? Where the hell would I go? If I absolutely knew he was injured, knew that 100%, I would be sorely tempted to put Madueke in there, knowing that his minutes might be safe for a few weeks, and you know that Madueke can be quite explosive. He can also be quite frustrating. But at the moment, I need some explosion. I need. I was chatting to one of the subscribers this morning, you know, and was asking me where I might go with Saka, the Saka transfer, or in general, you know, between Wirtz and Semenyo. I think that was the exact question. I thought, honestly, I think I'd go Wirtz. I think at this stage of the season, have some fun, go for the lesser owned player in a 50-50 call, and see if he can get me a rank rise. It could also be a rank killer, of course, as well. Honestly, don't know where I'm going to go with that. Other things gone through my head. You know, I sort of, you know, do look at sort of the trends, what other people are doing, etc. Even going through just the FPL Don't Panic League. Quite interesting. In fact, I'll just show you one of those. It was something that I mentioned in my last game week. Sorry, in the last video. And as I was going through trying to find the highest scores, saw someone that had done exactly the thing that I was talking about. And I'm going to give that player a special mention, actually, because I thought it was a really ballsy move and paid off big time. Really ballsy. We'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, a minus 12 is on my mind. I won't be joking. Have a bit of fun here now. Let's when I do the next video, do a major spreadsheet update. Who are the players that are sort of ticking under the radar that could explode and suddenly do something? Someone else mentioned to me my Rodri, my little Rodri fetish, pointing out to me that he'd hit 20 DEFCON in his last match. So could Rodri be that differential that suddenly sort of getting back to full match fitness, suddenly ticking along, DEFCON, some nice fixture swing coming for City soon, clean sheet points, and he starts getting what he was doing last season when he was fit and playing, you know, an attacking return or two every 5 game weeks. Much cheaper than Rice, because Rice is doing bugger all at the moment. He did get an assist this morning though, didn't he, in the at the death there, just to seal things for Arsenal, or do I go with the really boring a Rice, a Rodri, an Anderson? You're guaranteeing you sort of 4 or 5 points a week, and then they get their attacking return or 2 in 5, and we get rid of all the big guns, the big boys. You know, like I've got at the moment, obviously Palmer and Saka doing bugger all for me. Bruno's going nowhere, obviously, because he is the full package. You'll get a bit of def con, you'll get the attacking returns, you'll get the occasional clean sheet, and you get the bonus points. Bruno is the perfect FPL asset. So one thing I think I'm almost set on, doesn't matter what the fixture is, I think for the rest of the season, as people start to dot around, maybe some are going to go for Gabriel this week, some will be going for Bruno, some will still stick with Haaland, and it will hurt if he does come in. What are the other options? Yeah, any of the Semenyo's going to pick up a few captaincies from games. Just perma captain Bruno for the rest of the season. You know you got your 90 minutes, and maybe that in itself is a little. I don't think it'll be a massive differential because he's going to be so highly owned, and a lot of people will captain him. But maybe that's enough to start. Where am I going to get the little bits of rank? Is this season recoverable? Can I find some rank rises somewhere? Do I just lean hard into the methodology, which, to be frank, I haven't been doing? You know, in the spreadsheet. Now I'm going to do a major spreadsheet update for the final video of the week, you know, with the watch list, particularly if I do go down the 12 points, sorry, the 3 or 4 transfers and take a 12-point hit. Don't think I actually am going to do that, but it is tempting. It is tempting. But you know, whatever about doing a death rattle for this game week, if that goes badly wrong, it really would be the death rattle. We've got doubles and chip seasons to come, and anything can happen. You know, maybe just try and get steady. Just try and get again into that top 400 or 500k. Reset the goals if I don't make it by 25, which is looking unlikely at the moment. Just reset that to get there by game week 30. Play steady Eddie. Lean hard into the template a wee bit. Just try and pick up a few rank rises. Try and get to that 500, and then go hard out with the punts in the double game weeks and the blanks. From you know, sort of 30, 31 to 38, and go against the template a wee bit with the free hits, etc., and in the blanks and the doubles. Don't have the answers to that question, but I do know what I am going to do. I'm going to try and have some fucking fun again, because it has been frustrating. I'm not the only one. By the way, I just appreciate some of the messages coming into me, appreciating the content and offering me words of encouragement. Honestly, it was fine. I think I probably sounded a little more down than I actually was yesterday, because I had to keep my voice really low energy while I was doing the video, because the missus was asleep in the next room. So yes, I was grumpy. I won't pretend that I wasn't, but probably not quite as grumpy as I sounded. Let's do a Bishop Grand Cup. Really good scores in there this week, guys. Congratulations to any of you. Lots of the 70s. I'll give a few special mentions. Let's just make myself a little bit smaller there. Right, let's make sure this thing is still recording. It has a habit of cutting off sometimes. Nope, we're still going good. Right, I'll keep the top 3 till the I'll just keep the top 3 till the end. I just want to give someone a big special mention here, because it was a tonic for the troops. It really was. Give me a second. Let me just find this. Listen, I'll give a few special mentions as we go down. I'll talk to the top 3 shortly. Lee, 69 points. 69 points, and you get a red arrow in this league, mate. It's a tough league. It's a tough league, but you're still chugging along brilliantly, Lee. 69 points is a great score. Andrew Ferguson, solid 72, mate. Ken, 75, buddy. Love it. Ken, 75. Mark Williamson there with a nice 79. What else we got in there? 80. Nicholas. I don't think I've ever mentioned your name before, actually, mate, but you are right up there, aren't you, with an 80. That's a fantastic score, buddy. 72, Alan, back on song, buddy. Love to see it, mate. Love to see it. You just missed a fucking consistency. You're always there or thereabouts, and you punch through the bad times. I know you had a few bad game weeks like myself. What we got there? Dennis with a 74, mate. Solid. Very solid. I'm going for the over 70s. It's just lovely to see this plus 70s in there again. Calvin with a 77. Adrian with a 72. Matthew 72. 71 from Stuart Fitzpatrick. I'm going to come back to you in a second, Christian. You get my special mention this week. What else we got there? 71. Jesus, there's a lot of 70s in there. I am so jealous, guys. Ian, 76. 73. Mike, nice buddy. Nice, like it, Mike. Irving, 74. Wow, guys, seriously, that's just the plus 70s all the way. You guys would have had a nice rank jump. Greg with a 71 there. Another 71 there from Adrian. If I'm missing anyone as I'm skimming through this, I do apologise. I'm just trying to hit on the 70s. 72 from Lee. Have we got any more there? Yeah, we just got one there. Right, just from there. We're Jamie with a 71. Fantastic. Let's have a quick scan of page 2. See if we've got any risers. Why is that not changing? Come on, computer, work. There we go. Chris, my old mate Chris Triscott. He's one of my best mates, by the way. He's the actual, I've mentioned this once or twice over the last year or so, but Chris is the reason I play this game. They called me 4 years ago, Des, get yourself on FPL, mate. You got to play FPL. No, Chris, I'm not doing it. I'll go totally OCD on it. Nah, go on, Des, you love it, mate. You love it. I'm not doing it, Chris. I'm not doing it, Chris. Oh, go on, Des, you love it, mate. Okay, and here we are, totally fucking OCD. I know I've told that joke before, but I know there's a lot of new subscribers on. I'll try and get Chris on the program sometime. He's a good lad. He's a character, big character. Right, Chris, 73. That's a great score, Chris. But you're having a shit season, and I know why. You found a new girlfriend at the beginning of the season, didn't you? And you were more focused on something else. Looking at you, mate. Right, where are we? Anyone else there? Yes, 66 from Roy. Not bad, Roy. Not bad. Any? Oh, Liam McKay, 82, buddy. That's a fabulous score. Shit, have I got the Bishop and Cup winner right? So I'm going to have a little look at you, Liam. Give me a second. Liam, that's a solid score, mate. I missed that when I was having a scan through this morning. Right, let's keep an eye on that. 82. I might have to be doing some maths shortly. Let's have a little look at what Liam's got going on there. Liam, roughs in golf, very tempted in myself. I talk about the one of the players that tempt me. I'm related back to my own. Yeah, what a great goalkeeper rotation that would be. Roughs with Raya or roughs with Kelleher. It's a thought, isn't it? Try and catch as many of those home. I might see how those two rotate, actually. Might play into my own hands. Roughs just Sunderland at home. They pick up clean sheets. They don't lose games. Gabrielle, yep. Elderiti, yep. But I bet you wish you had Mukiele too, don't you? That's one of my. Even though I know it's not my biggest point swing of the season, I know I go on about it, but that so pisses me off. That change I made 4 or 5 game weeks ago. What, Mukiele's returned now about 9 out of the last 9 between clean sheets and assists and his DEFCON. Yes, Sinisi. Is Sinisi back? Is Sinisi trending again? They've got some good fixtures, Bournemouth, and we know he's the DEFCON king. Bruno, captaincy on Bruno. Rogers, not going great, Rogers, at the moment. What's he returned? Has he returned much in the last 6 or 7? Vert, really tempted by Vert. Rice, already getting a bit sick of Rice, actually. But I think kind of have to stick with him for myself. If he gets that run going again like he had before I bought him. Ahmad, I like the Ahmad pick. I know he didn't get anything. I like the Ahmad pick a lot, actually. He's playing very well. He's playing very well. Ekatike. It's that Vert Ekatike double up. I'm telling you, it's where I think I want to go. Talked a little bit about it. Vert and Ekatike. They are starting to get a bit of a thing going. Thiago, very nice, mate. 82. Seriously, great score, buddy. Really good. It's great top stuff, Liam. I might be coming back to you. You might be this week's BB Cup winner. Give me 5. We're just going to run through these. Okay, where's my special mention gone? Where is my special mention gone? Because I'm not kidding. Just to say, just think, you know what I can be like. I am so tempted to do what Christian did. 87 points. 87 points. He is not this week's BB Cup winner. He's not this week's BB Cup winner. But I tell you what, he gets the kick-ass trophy for fucking bravery. Yeah. The Bishop Brennan kick-ass trophy, mate. That is just such a big ballsy call, mate, to take the -12. And I'm so glad it paid off. And you even had a -1 in there with the good yes, brilliant. I love it. I fucking love it, mate. Gabrielle, I don't know who you took the hits for. I could go back and analyse that. I think I could take some estimated guesses. Maybe a Katiki and Words. I'm fucking doing it. I'm gonna do that. I might take the fucking hits for it. Fucking hell, I had it in my head. Why don't I do the things that come into my head sooner? And then, lordy, what a game changer that would have been. Verts and Ekatiki are getting it on. They really are. And I think the minutes, for the most part, are reasonably safe. This is almost making a decision for me, to be honest with you. That's such a freaking good score and such a ballsy move, mate. Enzo, lovely. Bruno, Verts, Rice, Ekatike. João Pedro. I bet you brought him in. Well done, sir. Well done. It's such a big ballsy move, mate, and I would really love to see that. And you know what? I might take a hit or two and just say fuck it and have a bit of fun. Bring in some of these players that I know I want. You know, I might even forego a double up on Arsenal, to be honest with you. No, probably not. So let me think. I'm having a Desi moment here. Yeah, just brilliant stuff. Okay, let's have a little look at the top three. So you didn't win the Bishop Brennan Cup because you got a -12 on there. Let's have a little quick look, run through the top three. Now, I don't think you're all quite in there, but I think we're pretty close to having our top three in the top 5,000. Lee, you've just dropped out, mate, but not by much. In fact, you are joint third, but as it's put you into fourth place, I suspect you may have taken a hit or more than Joseph, but you're still right in there. It's such a tight race at the top there, isn't it? And yeah, you can't discount a few of the ones that are just below you there with John Vindaloo, Andrew Ferguson, who's chugging along, Ken with his 75s. Yeah, it's a long way over, but as a top three, that is such a tight competition. So yeah, Joseph, you're back into the top three. Very quick look. I tell you what, if I see Ekatike and Verts in there, I'm just going to start to cry. I really am. Oh, well done, mate. Great score. Fucking hell. You couldn't write it. Yeah, good team, mate. Good team. Vertica, Rogers, you're going to hang on to him? Villa do have some good fixtures, don't they? Bruno captaincy, of course, absolutely. Timber, Gabriel, good double up. That's maybe where I go. I'm undecided there what I'll do for the double up. If I sell Saka, I am going to sell Saka. Of course, I'm going to sell Saka. He's darkening my days. Brilliant stuff. Okay, lovely. Right, number 2. Solid. No Ekatike and Vert. Thank God for that. I don't want to cry all day. Verbruggen, Gabriel, Chalaba, yeah, Chalaba, Tarkowski, Sanisi. Is Sanisi back? Is a great call. Bringing him back in, mate. Great call. Defcon King. Good Bournemouth fixtures. Wilson does still tempt me, but in a couple of game weeks' time. Bruno captaincy. Enzo, Rice, Bowen, and Haaland. Yeah, Bowen again. Just you know, again, Bowen. I mean, I am actually tempted by ditching Haaland and just having Bowen and Ekatike up front. Bowen's your 90 minutes, man. I think he's on penalties. It's, you know, even in the tough fixtures of West Ham squad, there's, you know, we know when you're you know, when you're following scores on your phone, whatever, and a goal for West Ham pops up, you're pretty sure Bowen's involved there, aren't you? You know, I want that kind of feeling, as opposed to the doom and gloom that I have been with for a few weeks. Good solid stuff again, mate. Good solid stuff again, Richard. You're just having such a good season, buddy. You really are. Just again, so bloody consistent. But Mr. Consistency himself, and I thought he was this week's Bishop Brennan Cup winner. He's not. He's not. But where he is 2,232nd in the world, with a really, really solid 81. At least you've only got verts. I'm still fucking crying from that laughing, or pretending to cry. Rare, Lacroix, Ballard. You really do have a habit of just finding the little gems, don't you? And in Ballard, it was time to bring Ballard back, because he is probably Sunderland's best option in that defence, I think. Maybe up there with McKeely, certainly. Gabriel Tarkowski. I see big points in Tarkowski's horizon. Certainly I hope so anyways. Yeah, and Bumo, which is my other temptation, of course. If I didn't go Verts, I'd probably go in Bumo. Really tempted just to shift Palmer and Sack out and just bring in Mbumo and Verts, I have to say. Enzo, Bruno, lovely, mate. Is that a perma captain for the season? Or are you going to dot it around? I think someone mentioned Gabriel to me, which would be obviously a temptation for this coming game weekend. Certainly for the double, I would maybe. Croupy Jr. Yeah, he's a lovely player, Croupy, in those minutes, sir. I don't think he's getting the 90, is he? But what a great option to have off the bench. Or indeed, I probably came in for Saka for you. A little bit of bench jam, mate. But well thought out bench jam. Yeah, well thought out bench jam, having him first up. Because none of the other players got anything. Well, Mark Gui wasn't going to get anything, and Anderson didn't get anything. And Haaland there. Is it time? Is anyone actually thinking of selling Haaland? Let me know in the comments. I really am. Just to really go against the grain and that high ownership and take a really, really big punt. It'll be scary as fuck. But when it comes off, oh my god, those rank rises could be spectacular if it comes off. Yeah, Dean, listen, fantastic stuff, buddy. Just keep it going, mate. Listen, you'll be a wee way off top, but technically you are in the running, mate. So stay steady, keep steering that really, really steady ship with some of these great choices. Okay, so I was wrong though. You're not this week's Bishop Brennan Cup winner. It is. I'm reasonably sure he'll be listening, and I have to go back to him now. It is my old mate Mike, who sometimes lives in Ireland. We tried to have a catch-up, didn't we, Mike, when I was last over, but between your travel and mine, it didn't quite work out. It would have been nice to have met you. No, sorry, not Mike, Liam. Sorry, Liam. Get me Irish lads mixed up. Liam, sorry about that, Mike. Liam, we'll go back to your team with that 82. Absolutely magnificent score, buddy. So I know you're down on the 1,661, mate. The 1,661,692. A few of those, buddy. And you will be on the comeback trail big time. Because I tell you what, a couple of good game weeks, you'll be well inside that top 1 million. Anyway, regardless of that, you are this week's Bishop Brennan Cup winner. If you want to hang on for 3 or 4 months, you might be able to give it to you in person. Not really. Listen, okay, congratulations. This week you are on top of the world. Right, that's it, folks. A bit of a long-winded, waffly one as usual. One more Carabao Cup match to go. What we get out of that, who knows? But I think we've got the main bit of information we want in the time being, don't we? And that is that it is going to be Arsenal doubling, so we can start to make some decisions around that now for 26. Still think I'll wait before I do any transfers until we actually see the second match, in case I think we're all going to have 1 or 2 City assets, aren't we? So we need to see how that shapes up. Just in case there's any other sort of injuries or anything that we need to think about, like in Semenyo, etc. I think that's it, guys. Okay, I'll be back. I'll get the spreadsheet updated. We'll make some decisions. I'm not gonna just take, fuck it, take it on -12. I'm just fucking sorting this shit out. Gonna take some punts. Do I steer the steady Eddie ship, or do I meet somewhere in the middle of all of that? Or do I just buy Rodri again? 20 DEFCONs last week. Rodri. Take care. Have fun. Play your own game. Don't panic. I'll see you in a couple of days' time. See you soon. Bye bye.